So I'm getting my 4-year-old breakfast this morning, and I ask him, do you know what this cereal's made out of? Yup. People take the gorillas and they grind them. No. They take the gorillas and they put them on a fire and burn them. Then they grind them into peanuts and then they mix them with butter, and that's how they make gorilla balls. I was about to tell him how absurd that was, but I suddenly heard in my head a medley of all the questions he's asked me. Ema, what's texting? Ema, why are we protesting? Ema, where did my poop go? Ema, why do I need to wash my hands? How do you make a baby? Ema, why did Parker say I can't wear a dress? What is thunder? How big is the universe? I take a breath and say, well, there's this big hunk of metal they threw up into space, and when I tap a message out on this screen, my phone sends an invisible signal that goes out everywhere until it hits that chunk of metal and bounces back down to Mama's phone, and that's how I tell her I love her. Your poop went down a pipe through the house, down into the ground, and then it travels along with all our neighbors' poop to a special factory where they put other stuff in it, and then they put it back out into the lake. You need to wash your hands, because there are little tiny bugs you can't see crawling around, and they make you sick, so you need to wash them before we eat. Some people have little tiny swimming things like fish in their bodies, and other people have little tiny eggs, and if you can get one of the little fishies to swim into one of the tiny eggs and give them a nice warm place to grow, then maybe you can make a baby. I tell him, some people believe that only kids with vaginas should wear dresses or use the color pink, but Ema, why? Kid, I have no fucking clue. I tell him thunder is the sound of electricity connecting with the ground. I tell him the universe is infinite, it has no bounds. I tell him some people want to dig really far down, harm the earth, take people's homes, lay a pipe that will carry dangerous stuff that could make it hard to breathe and hurt the fish and kids, but they'll be able to sell that shit for lots of money because we need it to drive our cars. Ema, can you please pass the gorilla balls? And it suddenly becomes clear that an old man climbing down our chimney once a year, arriving in a snow vehicle pulled by reindeer, is less absurd than anything I've ever told this kid about the real world, so I just say to him, hey, that's cool. I had no idea that's how they make gorilla balls.